It was all good, and then boom, I woke up and I was being carried to the car. From the beginning, if I could give advice to anybody who was just starting in the entertainment industry, would be alright, y'all, it's me, Loren LoRosa. I'm in the Intrapreneur hoodie from Season of Solo right now. So one of the biggest questions that I get is, how can you get started? Now granted, y'all, I feel like I'm still freaking getting started. Like, I'm gonna be completely honest with y'all. I do not have it all figured out. Life is all over the place right now. I feel crazy even making this video while life is all over the place, but here we are. But I just was talking to a girl, and I'm very good at, like, if people reach out to me, like, especially if you're like trying to get into the industry or like working, or like you're new, you up and coming, and you know, like college student, like that type of vibe, I make it my mission to try and respond and stuff like that, because like I was that person. Like, I literally was that student who was like emailing people, will you have lunch with me, will you sit down with me, can we schedule a phone call? Just because, like, from the outside looking in, this industry is so hard to get into, so hard to obtain resources in, so hard to just get a start in or just get a leg in. Like, it's insane now that I think about it, like where I was when I first started. Not even when I first moved to LA, but in college. Like, I started this journey before college. I started this journey a long time ago. I know the bio is from my friend's couch to national TV, but to be honest, I was on a lot of friends' couches. I was really sacrificing a lot from college. Like, just, y'all, it's been a minute for me. Like, I'm not even gonna hold y'all. Like, I'm, you know, excited to see, like it's like new levels of outside. So like in college, you're outside and it's like interning, you're doing as much as you can on campus, it's events, it's whatever. After college, it's like internships, first level, entry level jobs. Then after that, you start building, but like you're always outside, you're always new in a room, you're always trying to build, because this industry is very much, they will bring you in, love you until they love you for what they need, and then they will give you right back. And then here you are again, starting over, trying to figure it out. Boom. If I could give advice to anybody who was just starting in the entertainment industry, would be, don't be afraid to start over. Period. Mind, I have no notes, I have no nothing. Normally when I do these type of sit down videos, I like to do notes so that it's guided and it makes sense, but I just want to speak from the heart today. Like, right now I'm in a space where I am literally back in my childhood room. Literally back in my childhood room from my childhood, high school, whatever, elementary school, middle school, all that. Yes, I'm working from home. You know, I am still employed, thank God. But there's a lot going on, family-wise, life-wise, whatever. And even though I'm with the same job that I've been with for years, I'm still at TMZ currently. I feel like right now I am still, I'm starting over right now. That's how I feel, because we're in a different stage, a different level, a different season of my mom's health battle, which presents different, let me silence my phone, which presents different challenges, different things to learn, schedules, everything for me. And like, although it's overwhelming, and I'll be honest with y'all, like, it's very overwhelming, and I know, like, I'm really big on like take care of yourself, and I thought I was doing that, but I wasn't. Today is Thursday. Last Sunday I went out for brunch. I passed out at brunch. I thought I was having a seizure. It was all good, and then boom, I woke up and I was being carried to the car, and I had to go to the hospital and double check just to make sure I was good. And y'all, like, I'm just really here to say, like, in a space where you're having to start over and things are new and things are going crazy and things are going hectic, because that is this industry, often, very often, I don't care how established you get back to this space. And that's what I'm starting to learn. Like, I'm not nearly where I want to be. I haven't done nearly as much as I want to do. But, you know, like, at one point in time, like, it was my dream just to feed myself and be able to clothe myself and have people in the world listen to me talk about things that I love, things that I'm passionate about. you know, where I come from, why it's important, why my type of voice is important in the industry. And to a certain extent, I'm doing that. And, you know, it's still days where I'm just like, what the hell? Like, what am I doing? Why am I doing it? Do I even have enough time to breathe today? Lord, please help me today. Like, it gets so rough. But I think that I'm never a person that's just going like cave in and just be like, I'm done with this. Because from very early on, I taught myself how to start over, how to be in a new space, how to be in a new room, how to be in a new element, and demand what you need, get what you need, whatever. And I think, you know, now I'm grown, I'm older, and I look back at my videos on this YouTube channel and I just be like, damn, bro, you came a long way. Like, not even just because of like a job or, you know, what I have car-wise, like living-wise, whatever. Just mentality-wise and my ability to speak up for myself and not just be happy to be somewhere. But I want to tell everybody that, like, that comes with time, and it's okay. I think that, especially with me being like, you know, I'm like one of few black people in certain spaces a lot of times. There's a lot of pressure there. But I think that pressure builds diamonds, as cliche as that sounds, because I remember when like all of the protests and all of that type of stuff broke out with following George Floyd's murder. And I was having panic attacks like every day. Like, I wish I could bring one of our TMZ Live producers on, that Tawanda. I will call her literally like crying, breaking down, like, I can't do this today. I don't want to be the go-to for this. I know they're going to use me. Can you please not use me? She's like, bro, they don't want to put nobody else in the segment because who else? Like, it just doesn't feel right to not have a black person talk about this. And it's just like, why am, like, it was just like a lot. And I've always said I wanted to be like the voice in certain spaces because I can handle it. And I got to that point where it was just like, things are like literally here and I couldn't handle it, and I'm breaking down and I'm going through so much. And then right now with everything that's happening with my mom, I feel like it's the same thing. As like I've always said, you know, like, I'm setting myself up because I'm the oldest, I'm her oldest kid. I have a younger brother, and if shit hit the fan, I know it's gonna fall back on me, and I want to be able to handle it. And now I'm here and I'm having to handle it, and I'm like, what the hell? Like, I'm literally every day going through like panic attacks and like just dealing with stress and not having my own space. Like, yes, I'm here and I'm in my old room, but I'm at my mom's crib and I've been living on my own for like 5 or 6 years now, y'all. Like, this is like such a different space, a new space all over again, even though this is a space I grew up in. But at the same time, I think that there's a message in being in new spaces, being in situations like this, and being willing to be like, you know what, I'm here, I ain't going nowhere, I'm gonna learn while I'm here, I'm gonna perfect me while I'm here, I'm gonna perfect me for other people in service while I'm here. I'm going to figure out how my craft can serve me in a way where the next time I get here, things can be a little lighter on myself and the people that I love and the people that I'm surrounded by. And just preparation, you know, like staying ready so you don't have to get ready. Like, I don't know and I don't understand why I'm going through what I'm going through, why my family along with me, we going through what we going through. But one thing I can say is that, like, you know, when I adjust my thinking, when I shift my thinking, I think about it like, at the end of the day, I'm here and I'm going through it. And I'm going through it at this time in my life. So, you know, life is only going to go on. Life is only going to get more busier, more crazier, more demanding, more, you know what I mean? Like, if you're consistently focused on growth and building and foundation in whatever industry you're in, whatever your life is focused on, you know, if that's what you're focused on, that's what's going to happen. So while you're going through different lessons and seasons, blessings and things that don't feel like blessings, in the midst of that, I think it's very important to understand why in the midst of that, even though it feels like the beginning of a new space, you have to get started. And once you get started, keep it going. It's cool to take breaks. It's cool to take breaks. It's cool to take breaks. I'm talking to myself, Loren. It's cool to take breaks, but you gotta get started. Like, if you're a college student right now and you know you stumbled across this video because I look like you, or because you like, y'all never seen somebody that's swaggy, you know what I mean, talk about working in entertainment and it's not all buttoned up, it's a real conversation. You're here for, you know, a reason. If you're a person who's already in it and already doing it, you know what I'm saying. It's like, even though we in it and we doing it, you always are put in new positions where you're like, what the hell do I do? You get started. You literally figure out that new space, figure out that new room, this new location, this new circumstance, and you figure out, you know, how can this contribute to the end goal, and what can I do to get started while I'm here in this season, because this season ain't gonna last forever now. Where I'm at right now, if I sit and wait until I'm back in LA to figure things out, until I'm back in LA to do shoots, to put out content, to continue, you know, having conversations about different opportunities and work and just different things, out of sight is out of mind, baby. It's a wrap for me. Like, you know, right now with the way that things are going, I'm gonna be in and out of LA a little bit for the next couple months, but I have to get started now. This is a new season of my life. I thought that the back and forth, you know, to the east to the west coast was over. I thought, you know, mom's was good and she's gonna be fine, but we're in a new season of things. So because of that, I'm back here getting started again from where I'm at. And you have to. Now granted, like, I'm always here for the start over, because when you start over, you have new resources. You have, not new resources, you have resources. Yeah, new resources. You have more know-how. You have all of that. Like, you know, so it's like you're on a different playing field, but it's still scary though. Like, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. It's still very scary. Like, me not being in LA, getting certain phone calls to get up and just come to things, or whatever the case may be a part of things at the drop of a dime, because people think I'm in LA and I'm not right now. And having to pass up on it, it's a little scary, because I've always said, you know, out of sight, out of mind, out of sight, out of mind. But I'm doing the most I can. I'm on the internet every day. I'm posting what I'm doing. I'm still getting up and going to work every single day that I can and putting my all into it, even on days where it's tough, even on days where I mentally don't even have the capacity. I'm starting where I'm at. So I'm gonna sign out now, y'all. Thank y'all for watching my channel. I appreciate y'all. Y'all know I do. Make sure y'all follow me on Instagram. Comment, you know, talk to me. I let her talk back. Comment below. Share my Instagram page. Let me know what content y'all want to see from me. I'm here. We outside. We ain't going nowhere.